What is going on, everybody? I'm going to show you guys how I lost $1,245 today. Um, I know I sound hyped. And there's a reason for this, okay? I followed my rules perfectly, and I still think that both of these setups are really good. So I'm not upset at all. Um, I followed my trading rules, which, that's good. And yeah, so you think I thought this would work out, but it didn't. So it happens. There's going to be better days in the future. But yeah, so I'm not really stressing at all. I'm still up crazy on the month, so we're completely chilling. I kind of just wanted to do a loss breakdown because this is the first time in a while where I've taken back-to-back losses. This usually doesn't happen very often. So I kind of wanted to use this video as a time to show you guys that not every day is going to be a winner and basically show you where I went wrong. Okay, so basically, I woke up a little bit. I woke up before market open, but didn't get on the charts until a little bit after market open, which I never do. My cat was keeping me up last night, bro. I swear I could get like no sleep because he was meowing all night, running around, doing all this. So I got really bad sleep. Yeah, it was a little bit of a cooked morning, but it's completely okay. So yeah, so basically, I found this SMT when I got on. I got on the charts at like 10 a.m. So I usually I never get on like that late. But yeah, so that's that. And then there's this kind of long setup here, but I didn't see it until kind of after, because I was still making breakfast and stuff. So I was kind of like checking it on my phone while making breakfast and then getting ready for live trading. And yeah, so I kind of missed this long setup, and for some reason, my mind didn't really process that there was bullish order flow. Okay, so that's the first thing where I went wrong. My mind didn't really think of where's the order flow going. Now, when you go to the 15-minute chart, let me just pull out this. I like this indicator a lot. Where am I looking for? I just want to turn that on just because. And then this. All right. So if we're looking on the 15-minute chart, okay, we have previous day's New York high. All right, that got swept out during London. Okay, we had Asia. Okay, we had Asia's high and low got swept. And then New York is sweeping London's high. All right. And then we created a data high. So I was ideally a little bit bearish. I was a bit bearish. And the reason why is because we had this 4-hour gap above us. And the thing is, we swept out all that liquidity during, New York session. So we swept out all the session liquidity. And the reason I wasn't really focused too much on this 4-hour gap because price already traded into the consequent encroachment of it. And that was another mistake. I wasn't paying attention as hard as I should be on this 4-hour gap. I really should have paid more attention to it because I kind of forgot about it while I was in the trade. Okay, so yeah, so let me show you this. I'm just going to drag out this 4-hour and get it out of the way just to make it a little bit cleaner. But yeah, so we had this data high right here. Okay, these are extremely important pools of liquidity. I love to look for these. As basically you want to see price sweep one side and then you want to take an IFEG to target the other. Here's the thing. I noticed this long setup. And I told the members in the server, I said, it was a 2-minute gap. I told them, hey, you guys can take this if you want, but personally, I'm going to stay out of it. You would long right here and put your take profit at the data high. I didn't take it because it's not really my ideal model. But looking in hindsight, that SMT was actually really good confluence. But I just, preferably like to see a sweep of session liquidity. And session liquidity was kind of aiming for bearish, but this was kind of leaning for bullish. So yeah, so I wasn't paying attention as much as I should have to bullish order flow. So yeah, so I was waiting for this data high to get swept, and then we formed an SMT right here. Okay, that's why this indicator says equal highs, because it just maps it out for you. And yeah, so I saw that and I said, okay, we had a bearish SMT. We tapped into the 4-hour gap, and we're, look, hold on, let me show you. Price is kind of respecting it in a way, okay? It's not really trading, like displacing into it. And I asked the members of my server, because I don't have the 30-second chart, I said, hey, is there a 30-second IFEG? And they were all like, yeah. And I was like, Okay, and hear me out. I don't ever really take 30-second IFVGs, and I'll never take them again for this reason. But yeah, there was a 30-second bearish IFVG. We just had a SMT at the highs. Now the thing is, I love to wait for NASDAQ specifically to sweep data highs and lows. This time I didn't. I just took the SMT off of it. All right. I was very confident in this at first, and then as price started to basically kind of like BS around and start slowing down, I started getting less confident. Then I sat in there and I said, okay, we're throwing our stop loss at the swing high. And then I saw that we had this displacement candle, this black displacement candle. And I ideally was like, okay, perfect. We had the displacement. This trade is going to cook. My break even's at this internal low, and I'm targeting this unfilled gap. Okay. Well, I was wrong because the exact next candle was insane. It just flipped on me, and then it ran to my stop. Okay. And I was completely fine with it. It is what it is. Shit happens. You just, you journal it, find your mistakes, and you move on. Okay. Now, I never like taking trades back to back. And what that means is, like, even if it's a winning trade, like, if I lose a trade and then all of a sudden I see a better setup, like, right after, I usually, like, I hate having to take trades back to back because it feels like revenge trading. And in this case, I was not revenge trading whatsoever. But it did kind of feel like that just because, I entered a position and a couple minutes later entered back in. So we actually finally ran out the data high here. The data high was swept on NASDAQ, and then we formed an FVG on the way up, and then we inversed it. So we hop on the 2-minute inversion. I got in somewhere down here, and price, once again, reversed on me. I became the liquidity and just got cooked. This trade still, in my opinion, looked good, but what I could have focused on is trying to, just, I don't know. It's this one's a very hard one for me. I was talking to the people in the inner circle, and I was like, guys, like, what all went wrong? And we couldn't really figure out what really went wrong with this second trade. We can figure out, the 30-second was less probable, but the only thing I can think of for this 4-hour is that I guess ignoring bullish order flow, and the fact that if we draw like a quarters fib on this entire FVG on the 4-hour, it will show us basically we didn't tap into a key level in the fib, which that is fairly important for confluence. But in my opinion, I still think this was a good trade. I'm not disappointed with it at all. It fit fairly well with the model. We had a sweep over all the pools of liquidity I wanted to see. We swept out data high, then immediately had a reversal signal. I'll take that. Like, every time I see that, I'm gonna take that if it's valid. And this one, in this case, it was valid. So yeah, and then break even was the exact same internal low, and then I was targeting the exact same take profit. So yeah, this basically goes to show that not every single day is going to be a winning day. I do take losses, and this is the first time in a while I've taken back-to-back losses, but it's a part of trading. This month has been really bad PA, in my opinion. I know some people have been able to capitalize a lot off of it, but personally, I'm just not liking it that much. We're still up on the month, so yeah, that's all that matters. And yeah, just staying consistent. I'm not going to strategy hop because of this. I'm just going to chill out and just keep taking trades based off of my strategy that's proven to work, given the statistics, given the data, given the payouts, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions about today, or if you have anything that you could suggest me that you think that maybe I did wrong with this trade, drop it in the comments or join the free Discord in the description. And also, I just released something that is super game changing. I released a Prop Firm 101 guide. It's completely free. And the thing is, I basically go over what prop firms are, how to pass them. I give you 2 strategies on how to pass them. One is basically how to pass it fast. The other one's how to pass it, traditionally, medium paced. Okay. And then I basically teach you how to secure payouts and how to copy trade, all that kind of stuff. So it's super valuable information, guys. If you want to secure payouts and get fundeds, definitely go check that out. That is in the link in the description, so go check that out. And yeah, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, once again, leave it in the comment section or the free Discord. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.